Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about the complexity of consistency. So, consistency is one of my favorite topics to talk about as a leader because great leadership is integrity. And one of the most powerful parts of integrity is consistency. So, in this context, I'm going to talk about what it means to lead in a load in, load out campus. But this principle works for any leader at any church in any department. I work in production, but this can be used in greeting and ushering and all those, and it matters deeply. So, why consistency matters? Consistency matters because people thrive on patterns. You will often find yourself, I find myself kind of adhering to normal patterns of life, like the garbage comes at the same time every day, so I know I need to get the garbage ready, things like that, right? So whether we realize it or not, we are creatures of rhythm, and in a world that often feels chaotic and very unpredictable, consistency gives people a sense of stability and even peace. Now, let me give you an example of how this works against you. If you tell your team, "Hey everyone, we're going to be at 6:30 a.m. at the church for load in. I'll see you there." But you show up at 6:35, I'm not coming back. I'll tell you. What you do is you communicate something by showing up at 6:35. You communicate that this is not important and that you showing up is not important and that you showing up doesn't even matter that much. And I know 5 minutes doesn't seem like a lot of time to you, but imagine you go to load in for the first time ever. You're ready to serve, you're excited, and you show up, and maybe you're the only person there. And then your leader who invited you pulls up later. That communicates that what you're doing is not that important. All right? But here's the opposite side of that. If you show up at 6:25 and then you're there to greet your team as they're arriving, what that communicates is this matters, you matter, and I'm showing up for you. There's nothing more special than someone showing up to load in. You're there, you're waiting. What's up? I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for coming to load in. We have so much incredible stuff to do today. And I'm so grateful that you're a part of it. That is so powerful. But here is the trick. I've heard a lot of leaders talk about what I just said. People talk about it all the time. It's very important. It seems like basic leadership stuff. What matters though is how consistently you do that. And that's when it gets really, really hard. So, how patterns are formed. The first few times you lead a load in, rehearsal, team huddle, a rally, whatever you want to call it, it might get messy. People might be late. The energy might feel off, like people don't seem very excited to be there. And that's okay. That's a part of starting it. The secret is when you bring the same energy, same timing, and same intentionality every time, two, three, 10 times in a row, something's going to start to change. And it's that consistency that makes a great team and a great culture within your team. But here's the thing is this is incredibly difficult to do. It's very hard for you as a leader without anyone telling you to wake up extra early, to arrive extra early, show up when maybe no one shows up on time, to not get discouraged. But I promise you, if you are consistent, it will translate into people being consistent with you. Okay? And now this needs to go everywhere in your church because it's not just about loading in or loading out. It's about the entire culture of your teams, right? So if you say pre-service huddle starts at 8:15 a.m., then it's always 8:15 a.m. Start on time every time, even if only two people are there. And yes, it's hard. And when things go wrong, people are running late or pressure is high, it makes it feel very difficult to accomplish this. But your team doesn't need a skilled leader, they need a consistent one. And never underestimate the power of consistency because consistency says three things: I respect your time, I believe that this matters, and you can trust what I say. No one's going to trust you if you don't prove to them that you're true to your word. So be consistent. Be consistent with what you say and what you ask of people.